Hello everyone, Cap here and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. I have two matches for you guys today. The first one is from the Asia tournament earlier today. Two very high ranked players and quite the interesting match in my opinion. And the second match will be a viewer replay with some very fun and interesting shenanigans. But yeah, let's first get into the tournament match here. This tournament match is between Play Archer and this person. No idea what that actually reads. Blue is Supply Specialist with Stormcallers and Arclights, and red is Giant Specialist with Crawlers and actually not Crawlers but Mustangs and Marksmen, and is adding Crawlers. And blue added some Crawlers as well. Kind of standard start here for both players. So it seems like the start is a bit stronger here for blue in this scenario. Arclights and Stormcallers, really good to deal with the Mustangs and everything, and Stormcallers also do not lose in a 1v1 against the Marksmen either. So far, so good for blue. Shield airdrop for blue. I also quite like shield airdrop, though sometimes not round 2 because I would like the extra credits. And to do exactly what red is doing right now, so red skipped and could unlock Stormcallers and is buying 2 packs of Stormcallers. Though as supply specialist, blue is also able actually to afford the phoenixes here. So it didn't make a difference. 50 extra credits a turn actually matter. Phoenix is getting stuck on the right side, on the Phoenixes. Phoenix is getting stuck on the Mustangs, that is. Left side, one Phoenix alive, unfortunately, and is going to take down all of these Stormcallers. Can they still get the barrier, is the question. I don't think so. Nope. Unlucky. More value from this barrier here. Back to full health. Next turn. Let's speed this up. Actually, what was this Phoenix doing? What is this Phoenix doing? The Phoenix was flying towards the tower, then just before it arrived at the tower, it just turned around, started attacking the Stormcallers, killed 2 I think, and then turned around, killed the tower before it killed the last Stormcaller. It was so weird. Anyways, blue picked Rhino Assault and red picked the Haste module. And Rhino Assault, Rhino Drop coming in here in the back. Going to attract all of these Crawlers. But there's also a level 2 Marksman here for damage, so I don't think the Rhino is coming through. It will distract all of these Crawlers though. And I think more Crawlers were added here, the Phoenixes were leveled by blue, and most importantly a Vulcan here now, by red. As Giant Specialist. 3 unlock. Oh, that Rhino. It just got the Marksman before it died. And Vulcan tanking these Phoenixes, so this Marksman can take down the Phoenixes, and yeah, looking good. Vulcan got a little bit of a buff recently. Vulcan has a little bit more HP now. And from the games I've seen in the tournament, especially in the Asia tournament, it seems like a lot of people like to play Vulcans again. They were not really played the past couple of weeks at high MMR and tournaments and everything. Not really, at least. Oh, this Vulcan. Actually, no health bar. What? That's like literally 1 HP there. Amplifying core for red. For another Vulcan. And missile strike for blue. This barrier is still up, by the way. Oof. That would be pretty big. So let's see if barriers come come down, sorry, by red. And a melting point getting added by blue here to address the Vulcan. It was too tanky overall for what's on the board here. Phoenixes got stuck on the Vulcan for way too long, and then because it didn't die, the marksman could take down the Phoenixes over here, so adding melting points to address the Vulcan kind of makes sense. Also, good pickup, especially now with amplifying core on this Vulcan. Definitely blue is going to need the damage here. Not sure if it's enough though. 1 melting point so far. Also, this is not getting barriered. This is so devastating. Best missile strike I've seen in a while here, probably coming in by the looks of it. And this sentry on the right as well though. With the Mustangs clumping up here, and yeah, the missile strike hit, and ooh, that sentry as well. Missile strike and sentry took out like 40% of the army. That was pretty big. That being said though, this melting point, oh no. Crawlers doing the crawler thing and distracting forever. No chaff clear left on the right side, so the melting point is literally useless. Finally locking on to the Vulcan, but it was already dead from the Phoenixes. So given the missile strike and that sentry over here, it's kind of weird how close this round still was. But this barrier, once again by the way, alive. Very good for blue. Very much value, keeping those barriers and getting more value the turn after. Both players picked up parasitic ammo. Definitely going to be very good for red. Because spawning crawlers, very good at distracting Phoenixes and melting points. Not so sure, it's not as good for blue here, because Mustangs and Vulcans. Also, smart, red sold the Vulcan here on the right to reposition it, and now there's a Vulcan on the left. This melting point is now out of position. Never mind. Why did you do this? This was, I thought this was a play that was actually made. Yeah, and now it's... He's trolling. I'm getting trolled. I'm trying to cast this. Stop trolling. Moving the Vulcan back to the left, which makes sense. So no melting point opposite of the Vulcan here. Or I guess maybe because this is the parasitic Vulcan, and parasitic Vulcan opposite of a melting point might be good. Because, well, it can distract the melting point with crawlers. That's why parasitic is good in the first place. But yeah, maybe didn't want to risk it, I guess. But yeah, so many crawlers coming in here, distracting the Phoenixes on this side as well. This melting point also spawning crawlers. And when there are no Mustangs or a Vulcan, crawlers are also quite annoying for red here, so for the marksman and the stormcallers. Marksman and Stormcallers able to take down that melting point. But these Stormcallers though, with the barrier support, oh no! So it really mattered that this barrier was still alive from last turn. The Vulcan got stuck on the barrier. Vulcan is really bad against barriers. So yeah, it made all the difference there in the end. Once again, Vulcan getting sold and repositioned. And more melting points for blue. Or one more melting point. And more arc lights, and the arc lights have range. So whenever you play melting point, you need to make sure you have proper chaff clear. And blue is deciding to do that with range arc lights. So with the chaff out of the way, the Vulcans can then lock on to the actual target, which in this case is mainly the Vulcan, but now also melting points. So red deciding to answer blue's melting points with melting points on his own, of his own. Marksman being able to lock on quickly to onto the Phoenixes because of range tag on the right side. What is happening here? What's the Vulcan attacking? I guess there were crawlers spawned or something? I didn't see what the Vulcan was attacking. The fire is so big that you can't actually make out what's under there. But yeah, melting points seem to be working out for blue here. Also, this one is level 2 with the parasitic ammo. And this is going to spawn a lot of crawlers. How many are these? Like 15 or something? I'm never sure how many crawlers exactly each unit spawns, but the bigger the unit, the more crawlers, basically. Not sure the exact formula. Incendiary bomb for both players. And range on melting points also now for both players. Kind of a mirror matchup now, but red has some Mustangs and Vulcans for chaff clear. And blue has arc lights for chaff clear. And some Phoenix support instead of the marksman support for red here. So it's kind of similar. But that being said, Vulcan's definitely better at clearing chaff than arc lights are overall. Also Vulcans now as well with the range tag. This time a barrier's coming down. Are the Mustangs fast enough to get into the bubble? Yes. Saved. And look at this fire, by the way. Complete fire from left to right. Teamwork. Blue and red working together to make this happen. Very, very nice. And yeah, it's all about manipulating who is going to lock on with the melting points first to the good targets at this point. And right side still good for blue, left side getting lost though by blue. Double melting point over here, and I think also one Vulcan and maybe also one Vulcan over here or something. So it's, left side is definitely quite a bit stronger for red than the right side. Crawlers still need to get taken out. Finally. Now 2 level 1 melting points, but the one is almost dead already, and this is a level 2 one with full health. So yeah, I don't think this is going to work for red. Yep. Orbital coming down by both players. Another Vulcan added, I think. Another Vulcan and another melting point. And melting points now getting the EMP. EMP can really make a difference in this kind of mirror matchup simply because of the disabling tech on the melting points here. Just taking out the range already is super big, because if these don't have range and red's melting points do have range, that is going to make all the difference, given that chaff clear is somewhat equal for both players. Plus, by the way, if the melting point here would be locked on to a target and then get EMP'd, if it is at max range, of course, then gets EMP'd, it will stop attacking, and all that ramp up from the beam is lost. It needs to walk and lock on again, so that's also potentially big. But yeah, just disabling range would be very big, and with all these Vulcans as support, there is definitely no chaff here. So it will come down to melting point versus melting point. And red's melting points at this point are just better. Yep, this one also tech disabled. So right side is now also winning for red. Left side is somewhat close still. There's a level 2 melting point for blue over here. And tech getting disabled, but left melting point still died in time. But now tower debuff and yeah, no tech. So looking better now for red. Area for both players. I feel like they pick the same thing a lot of the time. Oh, not really actually. Also at some point I missed that apparently Senior Manufacturing Specialist was picked. That's why we are seeing so many giants. So that was quite important actually. Got a lot of value out of it. And blue is adding more melting points and is getting fire on Stormcallers for better chaff clear. But red is adding some wasps here, and wasps can be very, very good. Oh, also EMP on phoenixes by blue. So also some tech disabling ability now. Let's see if the phoenixes can disable the red's mating points text first, or if red's mating points get the EMPs off and disable blue's mating points. Wasps added by red here, by the way. Very good. There are only 2 packs of fangs, I think. Yeah. And the rest will be up to the phoenixes and mating points. And both do not want to be shooting wasps. So wasps actually really good chaff here. Can buy a lot of time and make a big difference in a fight like this. Tech's now disabled on the right by the phoenixes. Left side lost super hard, kind of. Level 3 marksman, 2 melting points, and a level 2 Vulcan with parasitic. Still, this level 2 melting point with parasitic ammo though, and the phoenixes. Getting sniped now though, by that range marksman. And the crawlers, really annoying from parasitic ammo. So yeah, parasitic ammo also, it's just so good against melting points. And that is the round here for red. Lot of damage. Both players now about 1k health, or a little bit below. Round 10. Quite the match here. Usually when you see this many giants on the board, games don't usually go to round 10. Because giants just deal so much damage, 400 damage if they are alive. And it can happen quite easily that in around 5 to 6 or whatever are alive, and then that's a ton of damage and just one opponent dies. One of the players dies. And both players once again picking the active here, picking the storm. Bubbles coming down for both players to protect against it. Crawlers with subterranean here now for blue to buy a little bit more time. And also EMP on the melting points. So trying to even this out. However, red is going for the crawler production on the melting points and is adding more melting points. So there are 6 now. So there are more melting points on the board now for red actually than for blue. Plus red has the Vulcans as well. So this, yeah, giant, or here, senior manufacturing specialist got so much value this game for red. And yeah, these spawning crawlers will probably be very, very annoying. Though fire helps, of course, from the storm crawlers on the ground. Also depends on the tech getting disabled. If blue can disable the melting points, obviously they will not spawn crawlers. Wars still bought a little bit of time here. Also some wars for blue, by the way. Yeah, right side is too many giants now, I think. Even though this EMP was super good and this melting point is doing a lot, it's literally like single-handedly taking on 5 giants here on the right. But tower is falling. Oh no. This could have actually been kind of a clean win for blue if the tower didn't fall, I think. Oh, this is so close. Okay, this one is locking on, so this is gone. It's just this one melting point now, and a couple of stormcallers and the Vulcan against 2 melting points. And this one is level 2, and also stormcallers and some phoenixes. Crawler spawn though. Also crawlers with subterranean, by the way. And text disabled. Oh no. Yeah, with the disabled tech, couldn't do anything anymore. And the crawlers that spawned a couple of seconds ago also made a big difference, and it's actually enough damage to kill here. GG. Oh my god, this last round was so long and close as well. Took such a long time for the right side to figure out who would be winning, and then the tower debuff came in. This one almost single-handedly took down 5 giants, if it wasn't for the tower debuff, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, the final engagement decided by crawler spawn and then EMP by red on the measure. So yeah, what a match, what a match. Very high ranked tournament match here. And also very nice to see Vulcans again, to be honest. I kind of miss Vulcans. Didn't see much play up until very recently, apparently. But yeah, alright, GG's. Very good, very good. Let's get into the next match. Alright, this one is between Cheetah Hawk and Tranquil Claws. And this is a viewer replay, so I know that it's pretty close and pretty long and everything, so a lot of back and forth. But I don't know the exact details. We will find out. Going to be good though. Sure. So, blue is marksman specialist with crawlers and Mustangs and is adding some arc lights. And red is aerial specialist with crawlers and phoenixes. Blue not going for the crawlers behind the towers. Interesting. And red is also adding arc lights. Yep. Makes sense to deal with both Mustangs as well as the crawlers. So arc lights, a very clear choice here for red. Blue's arc lights, unfortunately, a little bit too far in front. So all the crawlers were very far in the back, and with the arc lights too far in the front, they got quickly sniped by these phoenixes here. And oh no, level 3 marksman is going to go down. Up, look at this chunk of XP. These will actually level with the tower, I think. Yep. Couple of Mustangs left. Are they enough to take down these phoenixes? I doubt it. Also, there's still the arc light and tower debuff now. So this is the round for red. Skip by blue. I guess shield device specialist could be good for both players here, but both players deciding to skip though. Yeah, leveled phoenixes here, round 2. And yeah, these arc lights a little bit forward actually, in front of the tower even, and then all these crawlers so far in the back. Plus, these phoenixes are perfectly opposite of these arc lights, so they have a short way to travel. Red should fix this positioning. Might even want to sell these and reposition, or just at least put some tanks in front or something. Could also just put something in the flank as well, so crawlers here and there, and then the phoenixes and everything would get pulled, and that would help this arc light for sure. More Mustangs, by the way. So already so many packs of Mustangs by blue here. And red went for more arc lights, which also makes sense and is good here as well, into the Mustangs. Yeah, right side is also winning now. Arc light's really good here. And up. Orange man goes down again. Tech specialist, really good. Especially this early. Not a single tech picked up yet, so over the course of the game you can generate quite a bit of value from this. And blue is deciding to add more marksmen, which makes sense, to take down these arc lights as well as the phoenixes. Red leveling where possible. Level 2 arc lights, even better, into Mustangs. Also going to take multiple hits from these marksmen, so quite tanky compared to the damage of a level 1 marksman. They will still take quite a while to get through. And double barrier here as well. Yeah, not the strongest. That's why I mentioned Shield Device Specialist earlier. Not the strongest barrier damage by both players here. So barriers kind of good. That being said, this level 3 marksman obviously is decent. And also with the range, they insta-locked on. So they are getting in some free damage on the barrier before the fight is even happening. Right side, chaff not fully cleared and is still distracting the marksman. Left side, this level 3 marksman is so clutch though. Did take out most of the left side. Also, barriers did not die. Unlucky. Very good for red here. Getting the value. Barriers tanked a lot of damage and did not die at the same time. That is perfect. Enhancement module, free upgrades. Could do the economy shenanigans if red wants to. Could just sell this now and put the enhancement module on something else and level again. And get the free value from selling the upgraded unit. And keep doing that every turn basically. And this is already going in a carry marksman direction here with elite marksman tech upgrade on these marksmen. So many level 1 marksmen though, it's not ideal. This level 3 marksman is benefiting from this decently, but yeah, level 1 marksman not that important. Definitely is looking to get some levels now on these marksmen. Range on the arc lights, by the way, and on the phoenixes by red. Especially the arc lights, very good. Even better and quicker chaff clear here against all of these Mustangs and crawlers. And with those gone somewhat quickly, the phoenixes can then take out the marksman. Especially if the Mustangs and everything get cleared so quickly by the arc lights that blue cannot clear the crawlers completely, like it happened here on the left side. And with crawlers coming in, they are still distracting the marksman, and that is perfect for red. So far, very clean for red here. Let's see what blue can do to bring this back, maybe. Skip by blue. Mass-produced fortress, potentially interesting. Hey, more Vulcans. So yeah, we are seeing more Vulcans again, I guess. Second game with Vulcans. So now the chaff clear is definitely there, and this is also a classic combo because Vulcans are very good at chaff clear, and with the chaff gone, the rest are perfect targets for the marksman. That's why these two units work so well together. And red is going for an overlord with range here. Wait, no, the range was behind. It looked like it from here. The range was on the arc light behind. The overlord is actually getting photon emission. Okay. All these units are kind of clumped together, but it makes sense if you want to play photon emission. So all of these are going to get buffed. And red is also deciding to go for some wasps. Wasps are not ideal targets for marksmen, so wasps can buy some time. That being said though, there are still these Mustangs in the back, and Mustangs are very good at taking out wasps. So I'm not sure how much distraction the wasps are going to be. Overlord down. And left side is now losing as well, by the way. Right side is winning and a lot of crawlers coming in. How did the left side lose so hard this time? Oh, the Vulcan, I guess. Okay, Vulcan added here and nothing really added by red. Mass-produced overlords. Okay, this is... I mean, this is a support overlord, so it doesn't matter that much, I guess. Because the overlord is there to provide photon emission. But other than that, picking mass-produced overlord downgrades your normal overlord that you already bought, by the way. So this one is now weaker than it was last turn. But it could still make sense. Yeah, now spamming wasps as well with the photon emission. So these are basically support overlords. Their damage and everything doesn't really matter that much. Or as much. And with the wasp spawn, the HP maybe also doesn't matter as much. Because they hopefully do not get target as much. Yeah, might still make sense, but just be aware. If you play a mass-produced card, it will downgrade all the units of those of that type that you already have on the board as well. Why is there a jump drive on these wasps now? Okay, they are getting repositioned a little bit. But they were here before, right? So they were moved like one tick further back. But they are also faster now because of this. So yeah, I'm not sure about this. Vulcan's getting sniped quite quickly. Also the damage from the Overlord is still not negligible. That's a difficult word. They still deal a lot of damage, and they are very good at taking down Vulcans as well. That being said though, too many marksmen now, it feels like. With the chaff gone and everything, these marksmen finally able to focus on all the good targets. Barrier still goes down at least, but yeah, round for blue here. Range specialist for both players. Yeah, makes sense. It's pretty much a range war. So on this side for sure with Mustangs and marksmen and everything. And on this side as well with the Arclights and Phoenixes and Overlords. They all benefit from that for sure. Another Vulcan here, and the Vulcans now have incendiary bombs, so there will be a lot of fire on the ground. So it is looking better and better for blue here, I feel like. Just this 2-unit combo is so good. Vulcans cleaning up the ground and then marksmen taking out the rest. Also with some Mustang backup because of the wasps. Usually these 2 units could get countered by wasps because the marksmen would get distracted for way too long by wasps, especially with shield. And now they do have shield. And all these overlords also spawn wasps with shield. So that is very good against the marksmen. But there are also these Mustangs still. And they are very good at taking down the wasps. Maybe also going to get some tech next turn or something. Now that blue sees all these overlords and wasps and barriers or shields on wasps, I mean. Might want to pick up attack on the Mustangs. That being said though, it does look pretty good here for blue with all these marksmen, and now they are shooting the overlords. Wasps did not spawn in time to protect them. However, still good enough here. But it's really close. all kinds of barriers coming down. Not really sure about these barriers. There wasn't an active offered that you need to protect against here. So no orbital or something. And these barriers are going to die so quickly to these overlords. Because, yeah, they still deal a lot of damage, even mass produced. So these barriers are not going to last very long. And okay, that is Mustangs now with range and anti-air. So that is very good. Wasps and overlords are going to get wrecked. Also, more phoenixes. So Red really likes air units here. Getting all the air units. Overlords, wasps, and phoenixes. And the phoenixes now also have the elite marksman tag. Not sure if it was picked up this turn or before. More range and more damage can definitely help against the Vulcans. They are getting taken care of so quickly now. But they also already threw their fire, so they basically already did their job. Almost all chaff was already gone. This could be manipulated, by the way, by Red. Just manipulate where the fire is going to land. And if it's not in a good position, then the Vulcans just die right after. It's basically... Vulcans are useless. Can basically hard counter all of the Vulcans in that sense. So maybe just putting crawlers in the middle here or something, and they all throw the fire in the middle. And then all these crawlers and these crawlers will actually come through and be a little bit annoying. But yeah. Senior attack specialist for... not for both players, just for blue. I think Red might have skipped here. Barriers coming down again. And arc lights with range getting added. So a little bit more chaff clear. Even after the Vulcans die, these arc lights can still take down the remaining couple of crawlers. And Red is going for Vulcans. Triple Vulcan with double tag right away. So triple Vulcan with both incendiary bomb and sticky oil bomb. There will be fire everywhere. So if you don't know this, rarely anyone plays the sticky oil bomb, but there will be oil on the ground and the oil will get set on fire by the incendiary bombs and the regular attack of the Vulcans as well. So yeah, there is a lot of fire now. Both players playing fire on Vulcans, incendiary bomb that is. And yeah, everything is burning. That being said though, these Mustangs, because they have range and anti-air, they have so much range against air units, they stay in the back for so long that they actually don't die to the fire quickly enough. They still do all the work that they are supposed to do. So fire usually really good against Mustangs, but only if they actually stand inside the fire. And with the range and anti-air upgrade, they have just so much range that they only stand in the fire or get into the fire after they are already done with their job, which is taking out the air units. So fire not the best counter actually against these Mustangs in particular. So many bubbles coming down once again. Now it kind of makes sense because of the Vulcans with incendiary bomb and sticky oil bomb, because these cannot pass through the barriers. Marksman also with quick reload now, attacking a lot faster, so better at taking down wasps and everything as well. And armor enhancement on the overlords to counter the Mustangs. Though Mustangs are not the only problem for the Overlords. So I didn't fully pay attention how hard the Overlords died to the Mustangs compared to dying to Marksmen. So I'm not sure how much that does. Also, double Overlord in the flank here now. These need to spawn in though, and while they are spawning in, yeah, both dead. While they are spawning in, they also don't have the tags, so also not the armor enhancement. So they did take a ton of damage from the Mustangs there as well. That did not work out here. So much fire though, holy. But yeah, marksmen with so much range as well as the Mustangs with so much range. They just take out everything before they actually step into the fire. And red is almost dead here. So is blue, by the way, so this is very close. 600 health for blue, 260 for red. Both players skipping, a bubbling going on once more. And now they are spawned in though, by the way. So, problem is these marksmen. But they can still probably hold off these units here for quite a bit with the armor. More marksmen getting added. And shield tag on the phoenixes as well, and triple phoenix getting added as well. So yeah, with all the fire on the ground and everything, at least the right side last turn, it looked like all Mustangs were actually dead. And then the phoenixes can actually really help to snipe the remaining marksmen over here. Let's see if it's going to work out this round. Also with these overlords here, this might actually be really good because these delay all of these units. Let's see how this works out. So many Mustangs though. 8 packs of Mustangs. Also leveled, level 2, level 3. Bubbles coming down over here as well. Okay, what's happening here now? So much going on. These here still alive, actually. Tanking these for quite a bit. Level 1 died super quickly, but the level 2 is holding out for a long time, actually. Holy, about a lot of time in the flank there. And oh, with the time board, these Mustangs now actually driving forward into the fire, which is thrown a little bit deeper because all of these units were so far in the back. And now all the Mustangs are dead and the shielded phoenixes can come in and take down the marksman and also snipe the tower here. 2 phoenixes left. Oh, it's so close. Taking the tower again and just 2 marksmen, and they are outranging these marksmen actually. 214 range on these with elite marksmen, and it's still not over. It's round 12 now. Skip by blue and senior defense specialist for red. I feel like senior defense would have also been a good pick here for blue. With so many units so late in the game, it's just so much value from that card on all of these units. And okay, blue does not want to miss out on the overlord action and is going for overlords himself with range and also mothership. Was actually a lot better for blue than they are for red, I think. So because red does not have any Mustangs to take down the wasps quickly. Oh, interesting. Vulcan drop on top of this Vulcan, and it will actually kill this Vulcan. Because when units collide from a drop, the If the unit that is getting dropped has more health than the unit it drops on, then the unit it drops on will die. And yeah, we will see this in a moment here. It's kind of funny. It's like in Super Mario when you stomp on stomp on a Goomba or whatever. Kind of. And yeah, let's see what's going on here. That's so much going on. And boom, this Vulcan stomped the other Vulcan, by the way. It's really funny. And this flank once more, holding out for so long though. And all these fire bombs landing on these, oh, these Mustangs. Brr. So much fire on the ground and so many Mustangs actually dying to fire. It's kind of satisfying to see, to be honest. And yeah, this is now, okay, yeah, fire. Okay. That is how you beat all of these Mustangs, I guess. Alright, this was fun. 12 rounds, a very close match. A lot of stuff happening, a lot of tags, a lot of different units. Really hard to keep track of everything that happened, but yeah, very entertaining game for sure. Alright, GG's. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.